Hey Yankees fans, welcome to Yankees Rumors and News, your go-to spot for the latest buzz and updates about our team. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a scoop. The New York Yankees, a franchise that has long been synonymous with power, prestige, and a relentless pursuit of championships, seems to be stirring the baseball world once again. But this time not for the usual reasons fans celebrate. Word is circulating through insider channels that the Yankees are actively listening to proposals regarding one of their most electrifying talents, Jazz Chisholm Jr., a player whose explosive combination of speed, agility, and sheer unpredictability has made him a standout since his days with the Miami Marlins. For a team with a roster already packed with established stars, the potential willingness to part ways with Jazz has sent ripples of disbelief through the fan base. Imagine the very heart of your lineup, a player who can turn a seemingly routine play into a highlight reel moment, suddenly being considered expendable. The reasons behind this speculation are as intriguing as they are frustrating for fans. There are whispers that internal evaluations point toward a desire to restructure the roster, possibly aiming for younger prospects or strategic trades that prioritize pitching depth over field dynamism. For a franchise whose identity is often tied to marquee signings and headline-grabbing performances, even the hint of trading someone like Jazz feels almost heretical. Jazz Chisholm Jr. has never been a conventional player, and his style is exactly what makes this rumor both plausible and painful for fans. Known for daring plays in the infield, audacious base running, and a flair for moments that captivate stadiums, Jazz embodies a type of excitement that the Yankees have not always prioritized in recent years. The speculation that they would entertain offers for him raises serious questions about the organization's priorities and long-term vision. Could it be that management is looking to pivot toward a more conservative approach, valuing consistency over flash? Or is this simply a negotiation tactic to see how much other teams are willing to offer for a player whose potential still feels sky-high? Every trade rumor in the MLB carries a kernel of truth, and insiders insist that discussions have indeed begun. Though nothing is confirmed, the implications for the Yankees' chemistry, fan engagement, and marketing presence are profound, given that Jazz is not only a dynamic player on the field but also a fan favorite and social media sensation. For many, the very idea of losing him feels like a betrayal of the franchise's commitment to electrifying baseball. Sources close to the organization suggest that the Yankees front office is carefully weighing options, analyzing how Jazz could be leveraged in a multi-team trade scenario to bring back assets that fill pressing gaps. Pitching remains an eternal challenge for the Yankees, and some speculate that the team could be willing to part with even elite talent to bolster their rotation or bullpen for a player like Jazz, whose versatility allows him to cover multiple infield and outfield positions. The market value is significant, and this is likely what has prompted teams to reach out with proposals. Fans, however, are already reacting with a mix of shock and anger, imagining a future where their favorite highlight reel moments could be unfolding in a different stadium entirely. Analysts have started breaking down potential trade packages online, weighing the pros and cons, and speculating about how the move could alter the balance of power in the American League. Every rumor, even before it becomes reality, seems to spark heated debates, and in this case, it has ignited an unusually intense wave of chatter given Jazz's status as a cornerstone of excitement for the team. The cultural impact of this speculation cannot be overstated. Jazz Chisholm Jr. has become a symbol of flair and unpredictability in baseball, a reminder that the game is not just about statistics and contracts, but also about moments that make fans leap out of their seats. The thought that the Yankees might be willing to negotiate him away challenges the very narrative of what it means to be a New York player, known for both grit and spectacle. Rumors are suggesting that teams with young pitching talent or high-value prospects are emerging as potential suitors, which could set the stage for blockbuster negotiations that dominate headlines for weeks. The tension is not only strategic but emotional. Fans feel personally invested, their hopes for thrilling plays and iconic moments seemingly hanging in the balance. In an era where franchises often treat players as movable assets, Jazz represents a rare blend of athleticism, charisma, and fan loyalty, making this rumor simultaneously plausible from a business standpoint and devastating from a fan perspective. As the story develops, insiders hint that timing could be a crucial factor, with trade talks intensifying. The Yankees might be exploring scenarios that allow them to extract maximum value, while keeping the core of their lineup intact. The delicate balancing act between player development, fan expectations, and long-term strategy makes this situation uniquely tense. Social media platforms are already buzzing with speculation, with clips of Jazz's most jaw-dropping plays being shared endlessly, accompanied by pleas and arguments over whether the Yankees could truly follow through with a trade. Analysts point out that while Jazz has immense upside, his contract situation and recent performance metrics could make the decision more understandable. From a management perspective, the narrative emerging from these rumors paints a picture of a franchise at a crossroads, torn between leveraging star power for strategic gain and preserving the magic that makes baseball so electrifying for its supporters. Finally, the human element of this story cannot be ignored. Jazz Chisholm Jr. himself, a young player from the Bahamas who has risen quickly in the MLB, faces the uncertainty of being potentially uprooted. Despite establishing himself as a key figure for the Yankees, the psychological impact on a player who thrives on energy, momentum, and connection with fans is significant, and sources suggest that conversations within the clubhouse are ongoing. With teammates aware of the swirling rumors, the Yankees organization has a history of dramatic moves. But trading someone like Jazz would mark a rare moment of real upheaval, forcing both management and fans to reconcile business imperatives with emotional investment. As the rumor mill continues to churn, one thing is clear: the potential for Jazz to be moved has already captured the imagination of fans, analysts, and rival teams alike, creating a story that could define the Yankees' offseason and reshape the way the league views both the player and the franchise itself. While speculation around Jazz Chisholm Jr. grows, the market response has been immediate, with teams across the league reportedly inquiring about his availability. The Yankees' openness to proposals suggests a willingness to explore options, and this has led to intense debate among commentators, fans, and former players alike. What makes this rumor particularly fascinating is the combination of Jazz's tangible skills and intangible charisma. Few players possess the ability to electrify a crowd with a single swing or a daring steal, and that very allure is what makes him a coveted asset. The possibility of a trade raises countless what-if scenarios. Could Jazz lead a young contender to unexpected success? Or would his departure signify a missed opportunity for the Yankees to nurture one of the most dynamic talents in the league? Analysts have started speculating not only about potential trade partners, but also about what the Yankees could receive in return. Considering the high premium on versatile, multi-positional players in today's market, every report adds another layer of intrigue, making fans question whether loyalty, strategy, or financial calculations are truly driving the decisions behind the scenes. The reaction among the Yankees fan base has been immediate and visceral. Online forums, comment sections, and social media platforms are flooded with passionate defenses of Jazz, with supporters arguing that no amount of pitching or prospects could compensate for the energy and unpredictability he brings to the field. Memes, highlight reels, and heartfelt pleas dominate the conversation, creating a digital echo chamber where frustration and disbelief intermingle. This emotional intensity is part of what makes the speculation so potent. When a franchise contemplates moving a player who has become synonymous with excitement and individuality, the stakes transcend mere statistics. For many fans, Jazz represents a tangible connection to the thrill of baseball. A reminder that the sport is not just numbers on a sheet, but moments that make hearts race. The possibility of trading him challenges this connection, prompting debates not just about talent evaluation, but about what a team truly owes to its supporters inside the Yankees organization. Sources suggest that deliberations are far from straightforward. Jazz's athletic versatility, ability to impact games in multiple dimensions, and growing popularity make any decision a high-stakes gamble. Front office personnel are reportedly weighing numerous factors: potential return in trades, positional needs, budget considerations, and the overall chemistry of the roster. While the rumor itself may create drama, it also reflects the complex calculus teams must perform when balancing present competitiveness with long-term strategy. It is the kind of situation where the difference between a masterstroke and a catastrophic misstep can hinge on a single negotiation. Observers note that the Yankees' history of high-profile trades suggests they are willing to take bold moves. But the potential consequences of losing a player like Jazz could reverberate far beyond the field, influencing fan engagement, media narratives, and even ticket sales. Meanwhile, Rival teams are reportedly studying the situation with keen interest, analyzing how Jazz could fit into their lineups and how his style of play might disrupt the balance of power in the league. A player of his caliber brings not only tangible skill but also a psychological edge, the ability to shift momentum with a single play. Sources indicate that several franchises have prepared preliminary offers, ranging from prospects to established players. Though negotiations remain tightly guarded, for the Yankees, this positions Jazz as a highly tradable commodity, but also one whose departure would leave a visible void both on the field and in the hearts of the fans. The unfolding speculation highlights the interplay between business and emotion in professional sports, showing how even the hint of a trade can dominate headlines, alter perceptions, and generate endless debate. Adding to the intrigue is Jazz's own response or lack thereof. While players typically refrain from public comments on potential trades, insiders hint that the clubhouse atmosphere is tinged with cautious awareness. Teammates reportedly recognize both the talent Jazz brings and the potential disruption that a move could cause, creating a mix of anticipation, anxiety, and support. The human element underscores the narrative beyond statistics and projections. There are real people whose careers, friendships, and passions are affected by these discussions. For fans, this dimension intensifies the drama as they not only imagine Jazz in another uniform but also ponder how he might feel leaving a city where he has become a symbol of excitement and individuality. If you're enjoying the updates, drop a like and let us know in the comments your thoughts on this rumor. Finally, as the rumor continues to swirl, the overarching narrative is clear. The Yankees are at a pivotal moment. Caught between strategic ambition and fan loyalty, the potential movement of Jazz Chisholm Jr. encapsulates the tension inherent in modern sports management, where decisions are driven by analytics, market value, and competitive positioning, yet resonate deeply on a human and emotional level. Whether the Yankees ultimately retain him or entertain serious offers, the speculation has already reshaped conversations about the team's direction, the value of individual talent, and the ways in which fan passion intersects with organizational strategy. The story of Jazz, whether as a Yankee or a traded superstar, continues to captivate the imagination, proving that in sports, the most powerful narratives are those that balance skill, drama, and the unpredictable spark of human brilliance. Speculation continues about how the trade could influence broader league trends, with other teams potentially reevaluating their strategies, player valuations, and roster priorities in response to the Yankees' bold maneuver. Analysts highlight that a move of this magnitude often triggers a domino effect, reshaping negotiations, draft considerations, and long-term planning across multiple organizations. Fans eagerly consume every rumor and update, generating content, debates, and predictions that contribute to the ever-expanding conversation. The narrative surrounding Rodriguez has taken on a life of its own, becoming a central storyline of the offseason and dominating discussions on sports networks, podcasts, and social media channels alike. Observers speculate that even the discussion of the trade has intangible value, influencing perceptions of team ambition, front office philosophy, and the competitive landscape. The rumor's reach extends far beyond the immediate parties involved, highlighting the magnetic effect of blockbuster trades and the intense engagement they generate among fans, media, and league insiders. Finally, insiders emphasize that the Yankees' pursuit of Julio Rodriguez represents more than a transactional move. It is a strategic signal to the league and the fan base that New York is willing to invest heavily in youth, talent, and long-term competitiveness. The rumor, regardless of its ultimate resolution, has sparked unprecedented conversation, analysis, and anticipation, cementing Rodriguez's status as a transformative figure in the baseball landscape. Fans are captivated by the possibilities, from on-field heroics to the strategic ripple effects across the league. And the speculation has become a defining narrative of the offseason. Analysts, commentators, and enthusiasts continue to dissect every angle, imagining how this potential acquisition could reshape expectations, influence rival strategies, and redefine the trajectory of one of baseball's most storied franchises. As the conversation continues, the anticipation grows, leaving audiences eagerly awaiting the next development in a saga that has already captured the imagination of the entire baseball world. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with every Yankees rumor and news. See you in the next video.